From the dawn of consciousness, humanity has gazed upon the cosmos with a mixture of awe and trepidation. We find patterns in the stars, rhythms in the seasons, and yet, an undercurrent of uncertainty persists. Will the sun rise again? Will the rains come? This fundamental question of our continued existence, of our ultimate fate, has fueled countless myths, prophecies, and scientific inquiries. The end of the world, whether through divine intervention or cosmic accident, holds an enduring fascination, a testament to our own mortality and the fragility of our existence. The very idea of an ending implies a beginning, a narrative arc to our time on this planet. It is a concept woven into the fabric of numerous cultures, often serving as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the consequences of our actions, or a promise of ultimate justice and renewal. While the specific details may vary, the underlying theme remains constant. The world as we know it will one day cease to be. Ancient civilizations, reliant on the whims of nature and often at the mercy of forces they could not comprehend, were particularly preoccupied with the end of days, floods, plagues, earthquakes. These natural disasters were often interpreted as divine retribution, a sign that humanity had fallen out of favor with the gods. Mesopotamian mythology, for example, tells of the epic flood sent by angered gods to punish humankind's wickedness. Similarly, the biblical story of Noah's Ark recounts a global deluge that wiped out all life except for those chosen few aboard the ark. These narratives, while imbued with supernatural elements, likely reflect actual historical events, perhaps catastrophic floods or periods of environmental upheaval that left a lasting impact on the collective memory. The turn of the first millennium AD saw a surge in apocalyptic anxieties across Europe. As the year 1000 approached, many believed it marked the end of the world as foretold in the Book of Revelation. This widespread fear, fueled by social unrest, famine, and disease, led to mass religious fervor. People sought redemption for their sins, fearing eternal damnation. Churches overflowed with penitents seeking solace and forgiveness. The anticipated apocalypse, however, did not materialize. Yet the legacy of this period of intense millenarianism highlights the powerful hold that apocalyptic beliefs can have on individuals and societies alike. The Enlightenment ushered in an era of reason and scientific inquiry. While religious prophecies continued to hold sway in some quarters, there was a growing emphasis on understanding the natural world through observation and experimentation. Natural philosophers, the forerunners of modern scientists, began to challenge traditional explanations for natural disasters and celestial events. Isaac Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation, for example, provided a rational framework for understanding the movement of planets and comets, previously seen as unpredictable harbingers of doom. This shift towards a more empirical and less superstitious worldview did not, however, eliminate fears of the world's end. It simply shifted the focus from divine wrath to natural disasters, and eventually, to the potential consequences of our own actions. The 20th century witnessed unprecedented technological advancements but also unparalleled destructive capabilities. The invention and subsequent use of atomic bombs during World War II cast a long shadow over humanity. For the first time, we possessed the means to bring about our own annihilation, not through divine judgment or natural disaster, but through our own ingenuity. The Cold War further exacerbated these existential anxieties. The threat of nuclear annihilation loomed large, shaping global politics and popular culture alike. The doomsday clock, created by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists in 1947, served as a stark visual reminder of our proximity to global catastrophe. While the horrors of nuclear war remain a very real concern, scientists have increasingly turned their attention to threats from space. The impact of a large asteroid or comet, while statistically rare, could have devastating consequences for life on Earth. The extinction of the dinosaurs, for example, is widely believed to have been caused by a massive asteroid impact approximately 66 million years ago. While no such imminent threats have been identified, various space agencies and research institutions are actively monitoring near-Earth objects and developing potential mitigation strategies. The possibility of such a cosmic event, however remote, serves as a reminder of the inherent vulnerability of our planet in the vastness of space. Perhaps the most pressing threat to our continued existence comes not from space, but from within. Climate change, driven by human activity, is causing widespread environmental disruption, from rising sea levels and extreme weather events to mass extinctions and resource scarcity. The scientific consensus is clear. We are on a trajectory towards a warmer, more chaotic planet, with potentially catastrophic consequences for human civilization. Unlike previous apocalyptic scenarios, climate change is not a sudden, cataclysmic event. It is a slow-moving crisis that is already being felt around the world. The longer we wait to take meaningful action, the more severe the consequences will be. The future of our planet and of our species depends on our collective ability to address this challenge with urgency and determination. Despite the very real threats we face, from nuclear war to climate change, it is important to remember that humans are a remarkably resilient species. We have faced numerous challenges throughout our history, from natural disasters to pandemics to wars, and yet, we have persevered. Our capacity for innovation, our ability to adapt to changing circumstances, and our inherent desire to survive have seen us through difficult times before. The challenges we face today are complex and multifaceted, requiring global cooperation and a shared sense of responsibility. We must harness our collective ingenuity, our scientific knowledge, and our capacity for compassion to navigate these turbulent times and build a more sustainable and equitable future for all. The end of the world, in its various forms, has captivated human imagination for millennia. While many predictions have been debunked and countless doomsday scenarios have failed to materialize, the very act of contemplating our own mortality can be both humbling and instructive. It forces us to confront our place in the cosmos, to acknowledge the fragility of our existence, and to reevaluate our priorities. The scientific threats we face today, climate change, nuclear proliferation, potential asteroid impacts, require serious attention and global cooperation. However, it is essential to approach these challenges with a sense of preparedness, not panic. Fear can be paralyzing, but it can also be a powerful motivator for change. By acknowledging the risks, embracing scientific understanding, and working together to find solutions, we can strive to create a safer, more sustainable, and ultimately, more hopeful future for ourselves and for generations to come.